So this is about Helldivers 2, and if you're like me, you quit playing it quite a long time ago. And I'll explain pretty much why, and also what Helldivers 2 essentially needs to do. I don't want to say to save the game. I mean, that's probably the title of this video. But because the gameplay's fine. The gameplay's great. But to pull back in a lot more players and to really make the core audience happy too. I think that a lot of people would love these ideas that I'm going to say right now, because I'm watching people like this. This guy's doing what Arrowhead should be doing within the game. Just check this out. This should be actually an element within the game. Watch this.
Greetings, valiant Helldivers, and welcome to the Liberty. I'm your host, Vanguard. Let's get straight to business, as the enemies of managed democracy never rest. Galactic War Recap. It's day 398 of the Galactic War, and 22,200 Helldivers are currently deployed in the field. Approximately 9,100 Helldivers.
Do you see this? Do you see this? Like, this should all be in Helldivers 2. Is this not in the game? I haven't played in so long, but what Helldivers needs, essentially, is we need an excuse to roleplay. We need more ways to roleplay in the game. And I'm not talking about that cringy I'm not talking about cringy stuff. I'm talking about just a little old cup of democracy, playa. And that's what we felt when we first started playing this game. It was amazing. I loved it. We went viral over this game. It was a banger, and I still think it's a great game. I just got bored of it like everybody else did, because the gameplay loop is extremely repetitive. What we need is not necessarily for things to be added into the game, but we need the world to be expanded. And this guy, let me actually just shout him out. It's Super Earth Salute. I mean, he's, 300,000 subscribers, 330. Super Earth Salute. I mean, this is what he does, right? And it's fine, man, but this kind of stuff needs to be in the game, and I'll explain how. Check this out. So essentially, what we need is a Super Earth. We need to go to Super Earth, playa. I want a hub similar to Destiny 2. Don't make the game like Destiny 2, but let's be able to go to the hub together. I want to meet other Helldivers. I want to show off my cool armor. There needs to be a center where we can go, so it would give me a reason to want to defend Super Earth. Why am I defending this place that I just can't go to? Huh? Well, it's great, but it needs that hub where there could be other... Hell, you could buy your armor there. Give me a reason to go there. Give me characters to talk to. I don't know. Just, I'm not attached to these ideas particularly, but I would like an actual hub. Let me go to Super Earth and meet other Helldivers and be able to role play along with them. Get more into the culture of the game, because the loop of the game is extremely repetitive. I want to be more involved with the world beyond just shooting the Terminids and everything. I want to be more involved with the world. I want to be able to, people love living in this world, and I think that this game needs more RP systems in the game that are built into the game, so we are not forced to communicate or RP on Twitter, in Twitter GIFs, in Discord, through the promo press materials of Helldivers 2. Let's actually have some systems in the game. One great idea that Zay at Home Dad, Playa Zaya, came up with was to have a camera in the game. If you remember Starship Troopers, a big element of that game is the news coverage. Well, what if we could actually bring our own camera into the missions and record the stuff that we get to do with our friends? This was in content warning, and it was fun for a little bit. This concept was actually better than the entire game, when you would be able to film what you and your friends would do, and you guys could watch it together after that. This would be such an incredible thing to do in Helldivers 2. Maybe at Super Earth, we could look at other people's clips, look at other people's journalistic, you know what I mean? That would be a really cool way to connect with other Helldivers within the game, right? Maybe the most upvoted clips are shown on the big big TV on the big Helldivers news bulletin. There's so many content creators that are great. They're great. But what they're doing is essentially the legwork for Helldivers and for the lore of it. I think Arrowhead is fantastic and has done an outstanding job with the lore of Helldivers and the world of Helldivers, but it's just not right now enough to keep us in the game, to keep us fighting. I want a reason. I don't know what that is. I'm just kind of spitballing here, but I'm sure that a lot of people share my sentiments about what Helldivers needs, and it definitely needs something, man. It definitely needs something. This is Headliners, and this is an indie game where you go in with a camera and you take photos. Same thing as Content Warning, except with a camera. At the end of the game, you look through all of the photos with your team. And that amount of camaraderie is what made Helldivers stand out in the beginning, when you were fighting these aliens and then having that roleplay element of fighting for democracy, of what the fight was all about. And the gameplay loop itself made that stale. So instead of adding things, don't be adding missions. Let's expand the world. Let's go to Super Earth. Let's actually go to Super Earth, playa. You know? Let's get a news reporter role, or let me bring a camera into the field and record what's going on. Let me share that with my friends, what's going on. I'm just spitballing here, but there definitely needs to be more features in the game outside of just, I mean, if they're going to add 5 people squads, that's great. But let's even add a better mode if you're just going to add that. Add a competitive PvP mode with PvPvE mode. 3 squads of Helldivers. We all go in and we have to compete to destroy the most nests. We can fight each other as well. And maybe call it War Criminals mode or whatever, you know, to explain why we're fighting each other. And then the winner gets to return back to Super Earth, you know, just whatever. I don't know, like, I'm just making this up on the spot, but there definitely needs to be something. Helldivers 2, there's a new thing here on fandomwire.com. Helldivers 2 marked divers with too much friendly fire damage as war criminals, with an optional, even more diabolical traitor mode. Helldivers 2 provides players with an exciting co-op experience, but it can turn into a nightmare if you have people who are just team killing you, right? So, I don't know if this is their idea, if they're actually adding it, or if they're just coming up with it. But as you can see, a lot of people want more. They want more roleplay systems. And there's such an opportunity here for Arrowhead to really, really, really sink into that, to create some more systems, to flesh out this world. They have a great world here, and it needs to be fleshed out. Let me go to Super Earth. Let me buy some capes at Super Earth. Let me show off my armor. Hell, there should be a lot of activities on Super Earth. News bulletins playing. I don't know. I really don't know. But because the thing is, that's for Arrowhead to figure out. But the one thing that I do think that we all share is that Helldivers 2 does need. It needs something. It needs something. Now, as you guys can see, this game obviously doesn't need saving. It's doing well. It will continue to do well. It has a core base of gamers who just love the game, and I still think it's a fun, cool game. I think it's great, very unique, but I just want more from it, man. I want a reason to be called back into the battle. I want a reason to be called back into the fray. I want a reason to be called back to save Super Earth, to defend Super Earth one more time. And after that, after we save Super Earth, I want a place to celebrate. I want to go to Super Earth, and that's just my main idea, man. I mean, I'm sure you guys have thought about it before. I personally just want to get into the game. I want to sink my hands into the game. I want to live inside the game more. It's a very singular experience when I just go out into the field like this and then go back to my ship, and then go back out in the field like this and then go back to my ship. And my friends come in, and then, oh, my friend's got a larger ship. So, that's okay. That's great. It'd be cool, you know. Let me go to Super Earth. Let me check out the shops there. Let me talk to other people, other Helldivers. Have a news bulletin showing off the most popular Helldiver that week. Make some, you know, really reward the Helldivers for their work. Pick out gamers who have the highest stats in Helldivers. Put them up on the news bulletins in Super Earth. Let us know who the most popular Helldivers are and the worst Helldivers. Who are the people with the most team damage? That war criminal idea. Who are the people with the most friendly fire? Right? I really strongly think that Helldivers 2 could have a comeback if they bring out some of these RP systems. Some of these, they just expand the game, man. Anyway, what are your ideas, gang? I'm sure you guys got some better ideas than me. I'm just spitballing. But I'm thinking about this game, man. It's coming up, or it's past its anniversary now, right? Wow. Yeah, see, it's been a while since Helldivers 2 has been out. But I will say that I miss this game when it was at its peak. I miss that feeling. I'm always keeping my eyes open for Helldivers 2, man. I still think it's a solid game. So much love, GG's, and as always, thank you for keeping a little Hollywood in your heart.